Good morning, everyone. That's a lot better. We're not there yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Thank you, Christopher, so much for the warm welcome. As Christopher said, my name is Bianca Morrison. I'm the Head EdTech Solutions Advisor and Trainer at Eduboard. And before I start with the presentation, I just want to say thank you to SALT for inviting us to be part of the TechHuddle 2024. Now, I just want to give you a brief introduction as to who we as Eduboard are. Eduboard has been around for about 15 years, and we specialize specifically in educational technology. Okay, so Eduboard has been around for probably over 15 years, and for these 15 years, we have specialized in educational technology specifically. Now, we are a proudly South African company, and we have been providing hundreds of schools in South Africa with turnkey solutions of these educational products. We are also very proud to announce that SALT is now our authorized reseller in Namibia of all of our solutions. Now, for the next couple of minutes, I am going to walk you through some of the educational solutions that we have available, and these are going to be broken up in our hardware and software. Starting off with our hardware is our OEM manufactured interactive LED panel called the EduTouch. This is our proudly South African brand with 4K crystal clear clarity, and we also have two different models available. We've got our standard model as well as our Pro model. The standard model has 4 gigs RAM and 32 gigs ROM built in, and the Pro model has 8 gigs RAM and 128 gigs ROM built in. This gives us a lot more processing power as well as storage space. But in addition to all of that, the Pro versions also come with a built-in 48 megapixel webcam as well as 8-array microphone built in. Now, this allows us to use the interactive LED panel not just in the classroom. We can use it in our corporate environments for video conferencing, or in a classroom scenario, we can use the perpetual software that comes with the solution to record all of our lessons or to record our training, edit the videos, and then share that with our participants or share that with our students at a later stage. It is also a multi-touch system. It has 40 points touch and a 20-point writing system, which means that we can have multiple participants working on the screen simultaneously. So it just allows us to engage a little bit better. These interactive LED panels also have two 20-watt speakers built in, so depending on our venue, it's not necessary for us to have additional speakers in the venue. Now, here's just going to be a short little video clip of some of the basic things that we can do with the interactive panel. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so that was our interactive LED panel. Moving on, next I would like to introduce you to our Marty, the humanoid robot. Now, Marty is a real walking, dancing, programmable humanoid robot, and this particular robot also supports learning progression. Now, we know that obviously in schools, coding and robotics is becoming a more pressing subject that we obviously need to make sure that we have the equipment for. And And with Marty, we can now use Marty from our younger students in grade R, grade 1, up until grade 12 and further than that, because we can use Marty with its screen-free coding for our younger students. We can then move them on to the block-based coding using Scratch and Scratch Junior, and then we can move them on to text-based coding using languages such as Python. It also comes with pre-created lessons, but not only just for STEM. We can also use Marty and these lessons for subjects such as literacy and numeracy. Here's a short video of all of or some of the things that we can do with Marty.
Marty is our first educational robot, a walking robot friend to help children learn about programming, robotics, and engineering. Marty walks, turns, kicks, and dances with a unique 3-motor and spring-leg design. Kickstarting coding capabilities from drag and drop block coding with Scratch to advanced languages like Python, while the ROS interface and open APIs open doors for advanced users. Marty makes learning come alive. Metal-geared smart servos sense position and let Marty copy poses and movements you demonstrate. Marty's new modular expansion system means you can add all sorts of sensors for distance, colour, lines, noise and light, and learn more about electronics. Of course, Marty loves dancing more than ever. Acceleration and tilt sensors help Marty interact with the world. Marty can sense obstacles and detect beacons and other Martys. Optional colour sensors enable screen-free programming. Build, play, program, expand. Marty takes you on a learning journey. Activities, tutorials and loads of lesson plans help everyone learn. But we're also working on a new learning platform to guide learning, manage robots and track progression. Whatever your age or robotics knowledge, Marty the robot lays the groundwork for the engineers and scientists of the future. And Marty's massive personality makes the journey memorable.
Okay, so that was our Marty, the humanoid robot. Next up, we have our range of flexi chairs. These flexi chairs have a modern and ergonomic design, and we can use this to easily configure our class layout because of the fact that these chairs are mobile with the 6 caster wheels at the bottom. It also has a large work surface where we can fit our laptop, tablet, as well as a textbook, and it also has a bag storage area underneath, which means that in a classroom environment, we don't need to have all of our students' bags in the passages anymore, and when they move with that chair, they're actually taking all of their belongings with them. These chairs are also built to last, and they come with a 10-year warranty. Here we have a short little video of our Managing Director, Derek Underwood, doing a quick presentation on the flexi chair.
Hello and welcome. My name is Derek Underwood from Eduboard. I just want to take a few moments to introduce our exciting
Okay. Let's just try that again. Let me see if I can forward a little bit. Okay, unfortunately, this video does not want to continue playing for some reason, so we are going to move on to the next product. Okay, so that was all of or some of our hardware solutions that are available. Moving on to our software, next we have our Mosebook lesson creation and presentation software. This particular software package includes thousands of resources that we can use to better explain difficult topics to our students, and it also helps them to understand these topics a lot better. We can use these types of resources to fully explore and interact with the content. This software is also filled with books or textbooks that we can use from grade 1 up until grade 12. These textbooks textbooks are also, they are curriculum neutral, so we can use them for whatever curriculum we are following, but we are not limited to only using these textbooks. We can import our own textbooks and add the resources from the software into those textbooks to engage and to enhance our lessons a little bit more. And here we have a short little video of just a few of the resources that are available within the software. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, unfortunately, this one also does not want to continue. But if you would like to see these products in action, our stand is right there in the corner, and we'd happily do a full demonstration for you. And let's move on to the next software package. I promise there won't be any more videos in the presentation. So next up, we've got our Raked Physics Lab software. Now, we know that if we need to do experiments in the classroom, number one, it is quite expensive for us to buy all of that equipment. Now, with the Raked Physics Lab software, it's not necessary for us to purchase that equipment to do the experiments because we can do it in a safe and virtual environment using the software, or we can use the experiments as an introduction for our students to do the experiments in a safe environment with little to no supervision, and then move them on to using the actual equipment. Now, it has an extensive base of different experiments with all of the tools that we would need to do those experiments, and it also has the correct simulation of physical processes like gravity, like combustion, like evaporation, and so on. It also has photorealistic graphics and animation. Now, as I said, it is up on our stand there in the corner, so if you would like to see it, you can come and visit our stand. The next software package that we have is our Raked Science software. Now, the Raked Science software is a compilation of different 3D models that we can again use to fully engage with our students and to explain those difficult topics a lot better. The example that I like to use is if we were an engineering teacher and we were trying to teach our kids how an engine works. The best way to explain that to them would be to either take them to an engine, or we would need to purchase an engine and bring it in the classroom. Now, with the Raked Science software, we have a fully 3D model that we can fully analyze, that we can fully rotate, and we can also dissect those models. So we can break it apart into its different parts and explain it better to them. It has different models for biology, chemistry, physics, as well as geometry. Then we also have our hardware combos. So I'd like to introduce you to our Class Sati tool. Now you must be thinking, what is Class Sati? Now, Class Sati is the world's first Bluetooth clicker-based system that we can use to fully engage with our students in the classroom. It is a combination. Just move on to the next slide. It is a combination of the clicker setters for our students as well as for our teacher, as well as an application that we can use to create our lessons following our, that we can create questions or assessments following our lessons, and we can easily then determine what our students' learning outcomes were. Okay. And that is the end of my presentation. As I said, we have a little stand there in the corner where we have all of these products on display. You can either visit our stand or you can join us for our breakaway session. Thank you so much.